We turn now to one of the most powerful ads of the year. Take a look at this ad run by Governor DeSantis' campaign.
I get asked all the time, who is Ron DeSantis? Well, he's the kid who grew up right here in Florida, working his tail off, paying his own way through school, then volunteering to serve in the Navy and deploying to Iraq. But if you want to know who Ron DeSantis really is, when I was diagnosed with cancer and I was facing the battle for my life, he was the dad who took care of my children when I couldn't. He was there to pick me off of the ground when I literally could not stand.
All right, let's give a warm Florida welcome to the First Lady of Florida. Casey DeSantis is here with us tonight.
There she is.
Welcome. So glad you're here. Good to see you.
Well,
100% cancer-free?
100% cancer-free, thanks to God's
Thank
grace.
God. I know so many people. My mom had stage 4 breast cancer. My mom was a prison guard. She worked double shifts her whole life, so we could go to private school. And she had stage 4, 19 lymph nodes, lost all her hair, double mastectomy, chemo, radiation. It's scary when you hear that word cancer, isn't it?
It's terrifying. I'll tell you, Sean, that is the first time that I saw that ad. I have not seen that ad since I shot it. And when I did it, I asked everyone kindly to leave the room because I wanted to look into the camera and I wanted to tell people exactly who Ron DeSantis is. Because when I went through one of the hardest things I've ever gone through in my life, I had a guy who was with me every step of the way to literally pick me up off of the ground. And he wasn't even just there for me. He was there for my kids. And imagine, as a mom of 3 little babies, when you can't take care of your kids and put them to bed, but you got somebody like this helping you out, means the world.
We're so glad you're well. Politics is a rough and tumble business.
You don't say.
I do. We call it a blood sport. You see the tough side of it, and then you see when you're successful, you see the upside of it. How hard is it on you when you hear him being attacked?
You know what? I don't even pay any attention to it because I don't think people buy what the woke corporate media is throwing at them anymore. I think they know the truth. They saw a guy in Ron DeSantis who stood up for the rights of the people of this state and stood up for freedom, and they are so proud of everything that he's done. And he was right through COVID. And a lot of the media who were wrong, they've never apologized for being wrong and so wrong. So I think they're proud of Ron, and I don't pay attention to anything they say, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah. And being now, you've also both been very active and involved. I lived in Southwest Florida. How was the hurricane? Sanibel Island was destroyed.
Well,
I saw the coast of Fort Myers. I was shocked.
I mean, it was obviously a devastating storm. It did a lot of damage. But I'll tell you, the response has been rapid. We had search and rescue, even when the tropical storm winds were still blowing, in there, helping all the folks. They did over, I think, 3,000 rescue missions. The quickest power restoration that we've ever had in the state of Florida for millions of people out. But you had those islands severed from the mainland. And so people came to me. They weren't state bridges, but they said, Governor, can you help? I'm like, let's help. So we did one bridge to Pine Island in 3 days. We did and then we did the Sanibel Causeway, which was severed in 3 places. Okay. We did that. That opened to the public 3 weeks from the day that the hurricane came through.
That's a temporary bridge. I'm on a hard break. We got to take a break. First Lady of Florida.
Pleasure.
Casey,
Pleasure.
good to
Thanks
see you.
for
Thank you for being
here.
with us.
We're
just getting started. When we come back, we'll continue with Governor DeSantis. Senator Marco Rubio up next as we continue. West Palm Beach, Florida.